Hey, hi, hello, what is going on? Today I got something a little bit exciting, a new trick that I've kind of found and have been playing around with. I posted this trick over on my Instagram and nobody could really seem to figure out what it was called or what it is. I don't know if it's totally new, but it's definitely new to me and it might be new to some of you. So I'm gonna show you the trick. I'm gonna come up with some sort of name for it just so we can coin it for now. And then, I'll put in the title, whatever. If this trick already happens to exist or something, somebody let me know, I'll change the title. Easy peasy, it'll be a tutorial for that trick. And yeah, then I'll give you a full tutorial on how to do the trick yourself. One note real quick, I know a couple of people have been asking about the analog Dama, which is, yes, still on the way. I live in Canada and they ship out of Los Angeles, so I think it just made it over the border or something. Maybe the Dama's got to do like a 14-day quarantine. I'm not really sure, but you'll see that unboxed and on the channel as soon as I get it. With that, let me show you the trick and then we'll get into some of the details. It looks like this. There it is. Now I think we are going to coin it right here. This trick, I'm going to call it the lightsaver from this point forward for a couple of reasons. One, we start in kind of this grip which is called the lighthouse, and the whole trick kind of relies on this motion where the lighthouse is like, about to fall and then we kind of save it. So lightsaver makes sense to me. Also, I'm a big Star Wars fan. Lightsaver sounds a lot like lightsaber. Works for me. Lightsaver, let me show you how to do it. So the first thing, like I said, it kind of relies on being in this lighthouse position and then catching a little string pinch against the Tama. And if I bring it in close, you can kind of see how that looks. The string being pinched by my finger right here is holding the Ken in place. Now, before we can actually get to the point of pinching the string, obviously we have to get the Ken up like this. And if you just do like a normal pull up one turn lighthouse, a lot of the time for me, the string kind of just ends up in the right place, but there is a couple of things we can do to make sure that happens. So I'll give you a better angle, but instead of going for your one turn pull up lighthouse, like just releasing the Ken and kind of letting it fall straight before you pull it up, you want to give it like just the slightest bit, kind of like when you're doing a lunar or whatever, you give it a bit of turn. And then with that little tiny turn off the rolling of your fingers, when you go to do that one turn, you pull up, and it should, like so, end up in your hand in a way that, balanced with lighthouse, you see the string is coming off of this side of the Ken, draping right over my finger, just ready to be pinched. Showing you that a little bit closer up if I do that pull up again with a bit of spin and don't lose control. You can see the string just always ends up, oh man, it's hard to point this at the camera without it flopping around. The string kind of just ends up back by my fingers, ready to be pinched. So yeah, play around with that a bit. The one turn lighthouse is pretty key to getting it up in the right position, but you could always just start in this position if you want to just play around with it too. Or maybe you could, just do like a pull up lighthouse and then kind of wiggle the string into place. Play around with that, but you do need the string to end up when you're in lighthouse by your finger. From here, you want to hold that pinch nice and tight so you don't have like tons of loose string hanging off. You want to make sure string's nice and tight so that this is kind of a good way to gauge. If you can bend the lighthouse like this and it stays in place, then you're pinching in the right spot and you're pinching hard enough. So the whole goal with the motion here is that we want to start the lighthouse falling as if it's just gonna fall right off, but you can see because of that pinched finger, the lighthouse can be saved. Lightsaver, again, But yeah, so I like to literally just do the trick, let the lighthouse fall off the Tama, and then right when it's about to fall, you kind of turn your Tama towards you because the lighthouse naturally is gonna kind of fall down and out. So if you turn the Tama towards you, you can see how that's gonna bring the lighthouse up. There is the risk that this could run into your fingers, and of course we don't want that. We don't want to be handing our tricks or touching the Ken in any way, or it's kind of a cheap trick. So you want to make sure to keep enough space so that your Ken can spin around freely. You still have to hold that string pinch the entire time. You can't let go of that pinch or the Ken will just fall off. Now, once we started the Ken falling and managed to turn it up into this lighthouse position, we want to get it back. So it's basically the exact same motion, just a little bit in reverse. So now you're going to turn to the left again. You're going to let it fall to the left, or the inside of your body if you're a lefty, but let it fall to the inside. Once it starts falling, you can kind of pull it back in and, you know, reverse that motion of the tama. And you can see just like that, you want to make sure you have to put a lot of control into like balancing out the lighthouse as it's coming on its way down, because if you're up here and you kind of just let it fall right off, you're going to be, you know, a little bit too wild and you're not going to be able to control it. So you want to bring it down nice and easy. Again, we're here, we're up to here, and you want to control it. Keep the tama and the Ken kind of, how do you explain this? You want to keep the friction between them so that, you know, you can kind of rely on the grip between the tama and the Ken to ease the travel around like that. See, so practice like this. You can even do it nice and slow, and that'll help you get the motion down. And then you're able to pull it back up, and you're just in regular lighthouse. You can let go of your finger and you'll just be balancing, and you can go anywhere from here to a flip or whatever, and then to the spike. Hopefully with that you can go back, take it slow, and learn the lightsaver for yourself. I had so much fun with this. I love this grip. You can do, like, you know, explore yourself. You can probably find a whole bunch of other tricks that just rely on this lighthouse string pinch. Super fun. Like I said, I don't know if this trick already exists, but for me it's something new, and if it's got a name, please let me know. I'll change the title, make this a tutorial for whatever the trick name happens to be. But for now, it is the lightsaver. For me, it is the lightsaver. For you, right now, hopefully it's possible. And yeah, with that, if you want to see some more future Dama stuff, subscribe, like, ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-doo, bop, bop. That's it. Peace.